Hey and welcome, I'm Solo and this is the End Gaming. In this video I'll be going over how to fix the TMP error in Battlefield 6. Before I waste any more time, let's jump into it. So you're loading up Battlefield 6 and you get this here 111 error about the TMP. First, let's explain a little bit why this is happening. Windows used to be pretty good about it, but it added Secure Boot to just add a little bit more protection for its users. But what it does is prevents tampering with the system and a few other things. In short, older Windows would not have this on, and it would be disabled by probably default back in any older than 2 or 3 years ago. Now, saying that, newer PCs shouldn't be having this problem. So if you only bought your computer in the last 2 years, it should already have the TPM module enabled, and it probably shouldn't have this here issue. But it can also get corrupted, and there can be other issues happen with it. And I'll be going over how to check if your TPM is on or off, and if it is off, how to turn it on. If you're running an older PC, you might have other issues and some other things that we might need to check, like if you're on CSM, you'll need to change over to UEFI. And there is also an issue that if you're not on a general partition, you might need to make some changes, but we'll go over those step by step, one at a time. Now, to check the system information, it's actually fairly easy. We're just going to click on the start button and we're going to type in system information. For short, we can just type in system info. It should be the top link and just give it a click. It's going to go through and tell you everything about your OS, everything about your hardware. And what we want to do is we want to scroll down until we find it. So my BIOS mode is UEFI, so this is fine. If yours says CSM, you're gonna have to fix it, but we'll go over that in a minute. And we can see right here that secure boot state is turned off currently. So this is gonna be the reason why we got that error that I showed at the first of the video. Now this just means that we're going to need to go into the BIOS and turn this here on, and if you happen to have CSM turned on, or if you happen to have Legacy or CSM or anything other than UEFI, you're going to have to change it in there as well. But there is one other thing we are going to have to check out. We can right click on the start menu and we can go to the disk management. In here, you can go down to your Windows drive. That'll be the one with your OS installed. You can right click on it and go to properties. And in the volumes tab, you'll see that it's a GPT. If it says GPT, you're good to go. In the BIOS, you'll be able to change it to UEFI without any issues. Now if this says MBR or anything else, you're going to have to convert your drive. I will leave a link to a video in the description on how to do that. I'm not really sure of how to do that safely without losing the data, but there is a couple of ways to convert your drive just with using the PowerShell, and I'll make sure to leave a link to that in the description below. But for now, we're going to skip that. We're going to assume that you have a GPT and that everything is going to be fine for us to convert that over. In the BIOS, I will also show how to change the UEFI, just in case that is one of the things that you're running across. Even though mine is fine, I'll just go over how to find it and change it while we're there. For this here, we are going to have to restart our computer. Alright, we're just going to restart the computer. We're going to close everything down, make sure that we save everything, and we're going to restart the computer and spamming the delete button. When the BIOS loads up, it should look a little bit like this here. And for us at the bottom over here in the corner, it's going to say advanced mode F7. We're going to click that so that we can see more of the options. It's most likely going to be in the boot options over here. So we're going to click on boot and go down here to secure boot. So secure boot will most likely be inside of either boot options or advanced. Another thing this here motherboard does have is a CSM compatibility support. I have this here disabled. So if you have that enabled, you probably want to disable it. Okay, and in the advanced here, it says the AMD FTPM module here, the configuration. This board also has a spot here where it says trusted computing, and this is where it'll show you where the TPM 2.0 devices are found, and if it's enabled or disabled. And everything, if you go through, it will show you at the bottom what it says and what it does, but all this here looks very fine. But just make sure that this here is set all to the correct and enabled. And make sure that it says the TPM 2.0 device is found, because you may also need to update your BIOS as well. In here, the main setting where it says OS type, you are going to need to, if it is on other like mine is. Mine didn't work, so we know that this here option is going to need to be fixed. It says at the bottom here that we're going to need to change it anyways. You'll be able to read through. And it does say the Microsoft Secure Boot can only function properly on the Windows UEFI mode. So this lets you know in this here option. So like I said, I'm going through this here video just to show how to find on any motherboard. It's going to show the information. It's going to read. You should be able to read it off here, and you'll be able to go through and check. But we'll be able to go down here to the Windows UEFI. And I think the custom, I'm pretty sure we can leave this here. But standard should be what we actually leave it to, I think. I'm going to try and leave it here, and we're going to boot like this here. We'll just save the information, but I went through all the advanced ones, and this is the only setting that I've seen that we needed to fix, and we're going to try this here one setting at a time. This is the one I think that it is that we needed to fix, and just make sure that it's Windows UEFI. Then all we need to do is go to the exit, save changes, and reset. It says reset, but it save changes and exit is what it means. It's going to tell us the changes that we made, and we'll click OK. Once it loads up, we can go to the system information, and we can see here that in fact the secure boot state is on. So this is going to be all we need, and we are in the UEFI mode, and that should have been all we needed. We're going to give it a test here, and we'll try and launch it. Turns out that the promo ended for me to be able to play it for free. Actually ended before I got to do the final test on this here, but it no longer gave me the error the one time. I didn't have a chance to record it without it. That's really all I can show for this one here. This here should be how to fix the error when it comes up and arises for you. This is how to turn the TPM module. It'll be the same for Valorant, so if you do continue to have the issues, if you search how to install Valorant or how to fix the error in Valorant, it's the exact same to turn on your TPM module, and all the platforms, most BIOSes work the same, and they pretty much look the exact same. It'll always be in the advanced options, most likely in boot or advanced, but that's it for this one here. I hope this here helped you out. But that's everything for this one here. If you think I forgot or left something out, definitely leave it in the comments below. And if you like or found the video helpful, hit the thumbs up and get subscribed for more content. Thanks for watching. Bye!